If you're invested in the stock market and you've had a hang in there approach, you may have noticed your account might just now be getting back to where you started back at the end of 2021. In other words, you're back. What should you do now? Give me a second, we'll talk about it. If you follow the stock market like I do, again, I'm an investment advisor. I work with people all over the country when it comes to their investments and retirement planning. We watch the market every single day. We believe in active management of portfolios, but a lot of people are hanging in there on portfolios because, frankly, that's been the industry standard for a long time. So a lot of you out there have that hang in there type portfolio, right? It's diversified, but when markets are up, you're up. When markets are down, you're down. So let's go back a little bit. If you're paying attention like we do, you would have noticed that your portfolio likely topped out at the very end of 2021. Meaning, literally like practically December 31st of 2021 was probably the high in that hang in there portfolio. And then we hit 2022 and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse until around September 2022, it started coming back up. But depending on how you were invested, 2022 probably wasn't a great year for you. And then you spent most of 2023 getting back what you lost in 2022. So 2023 technically was a good year. Most people did pretty well. And so now that we're getting to the end of 2023 or 2023 has ended, we're looking at it going, hey, feeling a little bit better. But if you think about the time frame, it took 2 years, right? So your money, if you're hanging in there and you were in the market, basically did nothing for 2 years. You're just now getting back to where you were 2 years ago and you've lost 2 years of growth. And then when we talk about investing in investments, people tell us, well, you need to try to average 7 to 8% on your money. Well, what happens if you lost 2 years? It becomes problematic. So when it comes to investing, and we're looking now at 2024, what should you be doing? Well, I think you just want to be informed. You want to take a look at, and you hear me say it all the time, all of the investment options that are available, but you also want to have a little bit of an understanding how your portfolio is likely to react. So how would your portfolio react if markets do well? Well, if you're hanging in there and you've got stocks in your portfolio, that portion that's in stocks probably does well depending on how you're invested. But look at 2023. It was a very good year for the indexes, depending on which one. Some were better than others, but the S&P did well. The Dow did well. The NASDAQ did well. The Russell did well. They all did well in different ways, but you could have done very well in the market in 2023 if you were committed. But now that you've got that money back that you lost in 2022, what should you do moving forward? How confident are you that markets are going to do well in 2024? We've got some headwinds. So things like the economy is slowing. So it's good, and they keep telling us it's good, and the jobs numbers are good, but the jobs numbers are less good than they were the previous quarter. So as we're measuring it, yes, they're adding jobs, but they're adding fewer jobs, and it's starting to slow down. What about the Fed? What are they going to do with rates? So depending on when you're viewing this video, right now the Fed has decided to just stay put, right? Not increase rates, not cut rates, but the market really wants the Fed to cut rates in order to keep this sort of rally that we've had in 2023 going. So moving forward, if I'm looking at my portfolio and I'm starting to feel good about the fact that, all right, I'm finally back. I haven't really made money, but I'm finally back to where I started back at the end of 2021. How should I be invested? Take a look at all the options. Make sure that you understand how they work. Some investments are more likely to do better in 2024 than others. If you understand the investments that are likely to do better in 2024 than others, you'll likely do better. I personally think it's not impossible, but it's just unlikely that the major indexes are going to do particularly well in 2024. They did very, very well coming back from the lows back in, say, early September of 2022, and they've just been going up and up and up and up. And I'm an optimistic person. I always find the silver lining somewhere, but I can't find right now a silver lining for 2024. So what I'm personally looking at are investment alternatives, things that don't require our clients to take all of the risk in the market. So in other words, how could I invest to where I will benefit when the market does well, but I have some protection to the downside? And there are plenty of investments that do that. Or if you really think that the market's going to go lower, why would you bet on the market? Why not be inverse the markets? There are ways to invest so that you will do well when the market does poorly. There are ways to invest where you will do well if the market is just flat. And there are obviously ways that most people are aware of to invest where you do well when the markets do well. But if you're just stuck in this just rut where you're hanging in there and you only do well when markets do well, you need to take a look at all of the options and be more active in the management of your portfolio. And if you just want some ideas or you're curious about how that might work, just reach out to a fiduciary, a true fiduciary who will sit down and explain to you what all of the investment options are, help you make informed decisions. I think you'll be happier, I think you'll sleep better, and I know you'll be more successful in retirement. Thank you for watching. Go to guardingyournestegg.com for your free and objective personal financial plan.